The women's 200 metre final at the World Athletics Championship is set to start in just a few hours, and we have possibly the most talented field we've ever seen in this event. In lane 1 is Kambundji of Switzerland, who finished third in her semi-final while running a national record of 22.05 to secure the final qualifying spot. In lane 2 is the current Olympic champion Elaine Thompson, who also finished third in her semi-final. Thompson has never won gold in the 200 metres at the World Championships, with her best finish coming in 2015 when she won silver behind Daphne Schippers, who broke the championship record. Before this championship, it seemed as though the battle for gold and silver would be between Thompson and Sharika Jackson, but with the unfortunate lane assignment she received, it seems that a place on the podium is not even guaranteed. Thompson won bronze in the 100 metres with a time that was well outside of her personal best, which she ran on the same track last season, which shows us her form has taken a dip this year. At the Tokyo Olympics, she ran the most convincing semi-final of all athletes, but this year her performances have left some uncertainty of what kind of performance she can deliver in the final. In lane 3 is the defending world champion, Dina Asher-Smith, who has been running well so far at these championships. She comes into the final with the 5th fastest personal best in the field, with a time of 21.88, which she ran in Doha in 2019 when she won the title. She had no Jamaicans to contend with in the final in 2019, so the stronger competition this time around may prevent her from taking home a medal. In lane 4 is Sharika Jackson, who is the strong favourite heading into this final given that she's ran the fastest time in the world this season, which also ranks her as the 3rd fastest woman of all time in the event. Jackson ran the fastest time in the semi-finals, finishing the race in 21.67 while looking totally effortless for the final 40 metres where she could afford to shut it down. Given that Jackson has already PR'd in the 100 metres at these championships, it's a good indicator that she's peaking at the exact right time, and with the number of days she's had to recover since the 100 metre final, it seems extremely likely that she will take home the 200 metre gold medal. Being in lane 4 may hold her back from setting a new PR, but I still believe it's possible she runs 21.4 in ideal conditions. In lane 5 is Tamara Clark of the USA, who showed strength to win her semi-final ahead of Asher-Smith and Thompson, with just 0.02 of a second separating the top 3 spots. She'll be running in between 2 of the fastest women in the race, so she may struggle to stay in touch if she doesn't get a great start. In lane 6 is Shelly Fraser-Pryce, who continues to amaze with her performances this season. Coming off the back of winning her 5th World Champs 100 metre title, she went into the 200 metres without the same level of expectation on her, but after the semi-final performance, many people are naming her as one of the favourites to win a medal. Fraser-Pryce had a blazing start in her semi-final and managed to hold off Abby Steiner to finish first with a time that was just outside her PB. It will be interesting to see how her race strategy affects her competitors if she takes an early lead in the race again to put the rest of the field under pressure. In lane 7 is Senyi, who finished 2nd in her semi-final, just edging out Kambundji to take the automatic qualifying spot. She has been consistent in the first 2 rounds, running similarly fast times in both races, but she actually managed to set her PB of 21.98 in the heats. It is likely she'll need to run even faster in the final in order to get herself onto the podium. In lane 8 is Abby Steiner, who finished 2nd in her semi-final. She didn't need to run close to her PB, so it's hard to tell just how much effort she exerted in the race. Some people have voiced concern over whether she will be able to keep running faster after a long collegiate season, but she has been steadily improving all during the year without any sign of a dip in form, so running her fastest ever race isn't out of the question. It'll be interesting to see how she handles the step up against experienced world level athletes. Who do you think is going to make the podium in the women's 200? Leave your thoughts in the comments and thanks for watching.